Hi, everybody. This is Sonia from Sonia LD Coaching. And today we're just going to talk a little bit about anxiety. This is actually literally how my journey started. And it is actually one simple question. And I will say the first time my boyfriend ever asked me this question, I definitely got very upset and I didn't talk to him for a few days. So if you are someone who is like really overwhelmed, really up there with the stress and anxiety, this can be a very frustrating first time. So just have your open mind and know that this really does work. All my clients, literally, like I said, myself, this is how my journey started. So anxiety is just worrying about the future, right? It's literally worrying about something that hasn't happened yet. So that in itself is the problem, because in our overwhelm, our full buckets, what we do is we worry about, and maybe we even create an event to worry about. You'll hear me talk about the drama, the overwhelm that becomes our comfort zone. So we actually create things to keep us in the chaos and the drama of that comfort zone. But that's another story. Um, so this event we're worrying about, we're having anxiety over, and then we have to plan for it. And then we have to make contingency plans. And then we have to make plans and contingency plans for those plans. And by the time we're done, we have like 100 possible plans for this event that most likely is never going to happen. That's the worst part. We usually worry over things that never actually happen. So this one sentence is so important because, like I said, anxiety is simply worrying about the future, worrying about something that hasn't happened yet. So we need to bring ourselves back into the now, back into the present. I'm sure you've heard before, live for today, live in the now, like all these different sayings. That's why. If you live in the present, in the now, there is no anxiety. I will say, aside from if you have like phobias or anxiety over extreme situations, that's another ball game. But for your everyday anxiety, it doesn't have to be. So that one sentence is, can you fix it? I know, right? Like, what do you mean? Can I fix it? And like I said, the first time my boyfriend asked me this, well, can you fix it? Because I'm just like stewing over whatever the situation is. He's like, well, can you fix it? I'm like, why would you even ask me that? What does that have to do with anything? Like, that's a stupid question. And I got so mad. But because it was, I guess nowadays people would call that like a trigger or something. I don't quite keep up with all these new age terms, but it kind of, because deep down I knew he was right, and eventually, thankfully, I did open up my ears and begin to listen. But really, again, that's why I kind of warn you, when we're in that state, we're in that heightened. We know how to survive in the comfort zone, the chaos, the drama, because that's how we've been surviving. So anything that threatens to pull us out, our little subconscious sees that as a threat to our survival. Does that make sense? That's why it's so uncomfortable. That's why there's so much resistance to these new things, because, our bodies are just trying to keep us safe. That's kind of like biologically instinct. Stay in the comfort zone, it's safe. So that's the thing. Can you fix it? If the answer is no, then you have to try your hardest to not worry about it. So whether that's distracting yourself with something else, I like to do self-talk a lot. Like literally, I walk myself through, okay, you're upset because a friend is mad at another friend and whatever. It's not my problem. Can I fix this? No, I'm not getting involved in their fight. Okay, then literally you're worrying about something you cannot fix. You cannot do anything about. It's not your problem. Okay, you're right. Does this make sense to waste all your time, all your energy, take away from your happiness, your enjoyment of whatever you could be focusing on and enjoying in life? No, actually, it doesn't. It doesn't make sense to throw all my energy for this pointless. Okay, no, you're right, self. I really need to stop worrying. And it is breaking an old habit, starting a new habit to not worry, to get over that anxiety and stop it in its tracks. So that's where I say, if you have to distract yourself, if you have to go do something else, you have to, I don't know, phone a friend, whatever it is, to just get your mind off of that problem. And then just be aware every time, because it'll try and flip back. It'll try and flip back, right? Keep you in that comfort zone. You have to be like, listen, self, we've talked about this. I can't fix this. So I'm just not going to worry about it, because what will be, because I cannot stop it. I cannot help it. I cannot fix it. I literally cannot impact that situation at all. Therefore, there's no point worrying about it. Okay, I hope that all makes sense. And then the follow-up to that is, can I fix it? If the answer is yes, you can. How? That is it. How are you going to fix it? I think it was Sherlock Holmes that said something to the extent of, if you're not part of the solution, you are part of the problem. So we apply that here. If you're not thinking of the solution, you're focusing on the problem. That's where anxiety comes in. That's where worry comes in. So, okay, this is your problem. You know what it is. Past literally the fact of what that problem is, you put it out of your mind. All right, we're thinking of solutions only. As long as our minds are thinking of how to fix something, coming up with a solution, brainstorming, these are all positive thought processes. So we're using that positive side of our minds, right? And if we're being positive, literally, we cannot be negative. So as long as we're focused on problem solving, we don't have anxiety, because we're creative, we're fixing it. And once we allow the minds to relax and we stop the worry, the hamster wheel of that worry, you will notice that the ideas start coming. Like it is quite shocking how quickly the ideas can come when you allow your mind to relax and you allow your mind to come up with these solutions. So I always have, if you ever watch my stuff, read my posts, whatever, I am a pencil. I always have a pencil and paper person. I always have something beside me to always jot stuff down. Again, that anxiety hits you. You need to think, all right, what is this from? What am I worrying about? There is a problem. That's why I have the anxiety. I am worrying about something. What is it? Okay, it's this or this, whatever. You narrow it down, you figure out what you're worried about. Can I fix it? No. Okay, off to something else. Let's go busy ourselves doing something we can fix. Yes, I can fix it. All right, how? And that's it. You brainstorm, you come up with the idea, you execute the idea, problem solved. That is as simple as that is. Okay, and I will just give you one quick story, just how exactly this really can benefit you. So last fall, my mom was in the hospital for quite a while, and she almost died twice, I believe. Heart issues. There was a big major surgery going on. Anyway, it was all very scary and uh, dramatic, and I used this very simple question. Of course, I was concerned. I was worried. Of course, I don't want my mom to die. Like, seriously, right? Like, I had all the emotions. And when I got the fluttering of anxiety, because that's for me, I get it in my chest, it's all fluttery. I would literally think, and I would self-talk, okay, I am not the surgeon. I am not a cardiac surgeon. I am not a doctor. I have to trust that they know what they're doing. I have to trust that she's in the best care ever. I cannot fix this problem. So I actually didn't worry about it. Now, that's not to say I didn't care. I did what I could. How can I help this situation? I called her every day, sometimes multiple times a day. I would give her like positivity things. I'd pull the positives out of her situation. I'd try and change her mindset around. I did the best I could, and I helped her to the best of my ability. And that's all I could do. So I actually was able to sleep at night. I was able to fall asleep and get a good night's sleep because I knew I literally cannot do anything about that situation. It's going to be what it'll be. I can help the best I can, and that's all I can do. And after that, it's in God's hands, right? Or the universe, or whatever you want to call the bigger entity, your choice. And that's it. So I know even my brother was like, "Who are you? What is this?" Like, and I'm like, "Well, because literally, what are we going to do, right? We do all we can, we do the best we can, and then it'll be what it'll be." So that really, really is just to let you know how well this works. It can get you through those really big events. You just have to almost, I guess, almost like apply that logical part of, because really, what are you going to do? And there are better uses for your time. There's better uses for your energy. There's so many places we need to put this, as opposed to literally needless worry where we cannot affect the change. Right. So I hope this really helps you guys. And just like FYI, my mom pulled through. She's perfectly fine. She's, yeah, everything's good. She's wonderful. But yeah, I hope you implement it well. If you have any questions, uh, jump in that Facebook group. If you don't know, I am on Facebook, Sonia LD Coaching. You can look me up. And yeah, if you want to give me some feedback, if you have any questions, if this really works well for you, like I know it will, and you want to get some further tips and stuff, hit me up. If you want to work with me, definitely, I'll drop a link below. And yeah, it really is. It really works, guys. It was the best first step I ever took, and it's been just, yeah, literally life changing. You know, so I can't wait to hear some positive, good results. I love hearing feedback, guys. So yeah, definitely if you want to comment in the video, pop in the Facebook group comment. I love it. Yeah, it just warms my heart to hear the good stuff. So, all right, guys, have a wonderful rest of your day.